Hello Aries, welcome to your energy reading for the week of the 26th of September. I hope you're doing well, and this is a general reading, as you know, and so take it as it resonates and drop the rest. So we're going to start with picking 3 cards and then we'll pick clarifiers as we go along. Okay, so this is Inner Child deck, if you don't know this already. So Aries, let's see what's up for you. Let's pick 3. We have Ace of Crystals, Seeker of Crystals, and we have the Earth Child. Okay, so let's go one at a time. Ace of Crystals. So you are seeking the pot at the end of the rainbow. So on a quest for growing your prosperity, for growing abundance. And this week is perfect for it. And it is important for you to get clear about what is it that you want to do. And this is in connection with your second card. So I'm going to do 2 cards at the same time because I feel a strong connection with the 2. Now this one talks about how it's important to follow your inner guidance. If you follow your inner guidance as in your soul guidance, not just random inner guidance, yeah? It's about soul guidance. So Aries, if you follow your soul guidance, be aligned with your soul purpose, then you will find the pot at the end of the rainbow. So this message this week is pretty strong in this area. Right, so how do you align with your higher self or higher purpose? It's about learning to surrender. Learning to surrender is not giving up. There is a big difference, right? So surrendering to the divine it has to come with practice. Okay, it's not just randomly surrendering and giving up and allowing whatever to come in to guide you, because if your consciousness is not clear, then you will be following the wrong guidance. This is important because you also have this card and it talks about the Earth Child. A lot of it has to do with the healing from within, healing of the inner wounds of the inner child. This has got to be your biggest stumbling block in life. I feel, Aries, with you that you have been getting the same consistent type of messages for the past few weeks, maybe. Perhaps in your prosperity reading that I did for you, this is the sense I'm getting, or if I remember correctly, the inner child consciousness, the inner child wounding, the inner woundings are one of your biggest stumbling blocks to your prosperity. And if you wish to grow your prosperity or grow in abundance, whether it's financially, energetically, or in relationships, then the healing of the inner child is required. If this is not healed, you will find that even if it is right in front of you, you do not recognize it. You may not be able to see it because you are blinded by the shadow of the inner child consciousness, all the woundings, right? So it's important. So I meant to pick a clarifier for each card, but it seems like we're just going with the whole energy of these 3 cards collectively. So let's see what we get. So we like a clarifier for the Ace of Crystals for this one, right? So let's pick a clarifier for that for you, Aries. And it says, don't let pride get in your way. Don't let pride get in your way. It's important. Now, if we let pride get in a way, then we're not going to acknowledge any of our woundings, right? Our weaknesses. And when we don't, then we bypass them, or we shove them aside, or we put them deeper into the shadow, which makes it harder for you to reclaim your full abundance, your full prosperity, as well as your full potential in this lifetime. So important not to let pride get in the way. And I like to pick a clarifier for the second card, which is the Seeker of Crystals. Let me show you again. Seeker of Crystals is about walking on a path, be in alignment with your higher self, your divine guidance, so that as you walk on this path seeking greater abundance and prosperity in your life, you're guided by your higher self and your divine self. Okay, so let's see. Clarifier is emotions are running high. So dealing with emotions are important, right? Do not suppress them, do not push them aside. Pushing emotions aside, or pushing issues aside only makes them grow bigger in the shadow, and they are the bigger stumbling blocks, because then you can't see them and you don't know what's blocking you, and it becomes quite a negative toxic cycle that you put yourself in. All right, Aries, so very important to address this. Now let's pick a clarifier for the Earth Child card. Remember the Earth Child card? This one, okay. I'm going to pick a clarifier and surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. All right, so quite a few of you, including your sign, has got surrender to the divine. So I recently did a class on how to surrender and trust the divine. If you're interested, you can always look at the link to my website below for spiritual and psychological learning. Okay, so you can get information there, or drop me a message and see if you are interested to get that class. It would be really useful because I feel like a big struggle that you are facing, in all these three cards. The story from these three cards is about you, fearing to surrender to divine, not sure how to surrender. Also, pride is getting in the way, not acknowledging some of the hidden wounds, or being blind to the hidden wounds even. Okay, Aries? So let's pick a fairy card. Let's see what we get. We want some inspiration for Aries. And we have Magical Gateway. Okay, a very beautiful one. Magical Gateway. Let me read the words for you. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without holding back or without looking back. So this is talking about, healing all the inner woundings, and so that you open the door to greater abundance. Okay, so let's pick one action card from Soul Truths. So Aries, if you're interested, if you want more clarity and you're interested in a private session reading, the details are below. You can always book a session to get more specific. Okay, so this says, to whom am I comparing myself right now? So if you're in a game of comparing yourself with others, it is pretty toxic behavior directed towards self. So keep that in mind. So today's soul action is to today stop comparing and start creating. All right, what you're able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. See the truth. So it says shine light on this feeling of not enough. This has a strong connection with the inner child wounding. Right, so I feel like these energies have been consistently showing up for you. So you certainly need to address them. Okay, Aries? So I wish you a wonderful week, and I will speak with you again very soon. Bye for now.